What's good with it? It's your boy, Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired. What up, what up, what up? So, as we slide into another show, what can I say? So, I've been saying I had to bring Javon back to finish talking about this Joe Budden shit. So, I did it. But besides that, I know somebody going to be like, hey, man, I'm listening to this show late. It's probably going to be the person in Finland that's listening to the show because they listen to it at a certain time of day. Shout out Finland. Anyway, hey, man, that one fan means something to me.
That's facts.
I love everybody.
That's facts.
I'm hoping that one fan is telling whoever they listen, hey, man, I love this dude right here.
That's facts.
This my guy.
That's real.
So the show late because I got in late and I did the thing I had that I wanted to put up. Once again, I've been telling y'all about this computer for the longest. I'm telling y'all, I can't wait to spend some money on a computer. Too bad they all cost a band or more. But as soon as I get my hands on another about $400, I think I'm going to go buy me a new one. I can't take it. Just to understand. So, bring you back for one reason and one reason only. Because I love you. You thought I was going to talk shit about Joe Budden's thing.
No.
Because I love you. Because I love you.
I thought
That's
it
why I
would
bring
be
back.
another reason, but
What's the other
I love
reason?
you too.
What's the other reason?
I don't know.
Damn.
I just didn't think it would be that. But I love you too, bro.
I'm glad.
You too.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Look. But so it's been some moving and shaking the last time we discussed Joe. It's probably been about a week or so.
Yeah.
About two. Maybe about two.
Yeah, about two. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think where we are now?
Well. I apologize to Rory and Ma. That's where I want to start.
You apologize to them?
Yeah, because they were not wrong. Joe was really just
because
being a dirtbag. Like,
hey, I mean, I'm gonna say to you what I said before. I mean, at the end of the day, my stance is the same because I told you I was like, Joe was on some Joe shit. Yeah. I was like, that's why I was tripping.
Right.
I was like, because Joe was on some Joe shit.
Yeah.
But I still stand by. Hey, Mr. Joe Budden's podcast show.
That's true.
It doesn't exist without him. Now,
that is true.
Without Joe, now I can only take y'all at face value like I took Joe at face value. If you say to me, yo, this agreement was based on this,
right,
and therefore that's why I was trying to see it so I could estimate what I was supposed to be getting,
right,
to make sure it was right, I totally understand that.
Right.
You know, because that's new information as far as we have talked.
Yeah.
So I totally understand that. I get that. I'm not angry.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm with you. I'll apologize to the point of being like, I didn't know that, so I didn't have all the information.
Yeah.
But I stand by. It's Joe's show, and you already know. And let's be honest. When you're dealing with assholes, I'm not calling Joe an asshole, but I bet you guys were. You have to.
He is. I'll say it.
That's fine. I'm with you. Look, I just like, you know, I'll be trying to be a little bit politically correct. I try.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Why you think I use the words jeepers sometimes? Strictly because I be wanting to say some way worse shit. And I be like, I'm already using shit at a super rate. I have to figure out ways to get around the cussing.
Yeah.
Not that I don't want to cuss. I just don't want to be the person with a good public voice and just be like blah 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 the whole time.
Sam Dean.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, shout out Pops.
Because Pops cuss like a confused sailor at all times. Anybody ever want to know where I got that from?
But he has a beautiful talking voice. Like, I would listen to a podcast if he had one.
Hey,
just because of his voice. Like,
hey,
he has a great voice.
He do, but I see. I don't even know what I really want to say because as one of his kids, part of me wants to be like, I feel like on his dying bed, he gonna be like, I was a pimp in another life. Like, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. It all goes together. But
that's facts, though.
But no, like our dad is special.
Yeah.
In a whole nother way. Shout out Pops. Shout out Pops.
Shout out Pops.
So yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, we're saying we're sorry based on what happened to you guys after we got more information.
Yeah.
And
Because that was just wrong of Joe. Like, if they're just asking this based on something you offered to them.
Well, that was the agreement. If that's supposed to be the agreement, let's just go there.
Well, they weren't really looking for any contracts. They weren't even in a deal with Joe.
Right.
Joe was just paying them before the percentage thing. Joe came to them and said, yo, I'm going to start breaking off percentages.
Well, it's going to be easier.
So then they're like, okay, based on the contract we have with that percentage-based thing, in that contract, it says we can look at the numbers. Now, when we're asking you for the numbers, you're telling us straight up no.
Right.
So if they was to take Joe to court,
I mean, you already know.
Yeah.
You already know. That's why I said if what they're saying, that's why I said it the same way.
Yeah.
If what they're saying is true, then yes, you have a case.
Yeah.
If what you're saying is not true, then we back to the other show.
Yeah. I mean, Joe, when I listened to Joe's pod after they dropped their response, he didn't deny anything they said. He actually doubled down on what they said. Yeah, they had percentage base. Yeah. Joe was just like, I was just being a dirtbag.
Because Joe's a dirtbag.
I was just telling him no. Because as a friend, you should trust me with your percentage base. But
you shouldn't be worried about what I'm doing because I got you.
But it's not on their side. They're saying, Joe, it's not you. We see an account and it's $400,000 missing. We know it's not you.
We just trying to figure out where it went.
That's it. And the only reason we are able to do that is because we have a percentage base.
Exactly.
In this podcast.
So we want to know. I get it. Like I said, but I got it before. I was just like, yeah, I doubled down on Joe handled it bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no matter how we say it, it still goes back to the original podcast of Joe handled it bad.
The way he fired him, all that. I was dirtbag, but then for you to be wrong, now to go back and think about it, for you to be wrong and then fire them the way you fired them.
And then to issue the sue. That was the best part. To me, that was the best part. Like that made the whole cake for me. That's the reason why I wanted to have this conversation. Not because it was a hot topic or anything. It was just more funny to me because it was like when it all panned out, I just kept going. So Joe, you look crazy. Now, speaking of Joe looking crazy.
Right.
So then Joe has the incident with the young lady.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into great detail, but Joe's supposed to be the creepy old man in the room.
Right.
That's basically the scenario that they're painting.
Yeah.
That Joe's like, he makes some jokes that made you feel uncomfortable, but the women egged it on because it's Joe.
Right.
And Joe's funny.
Yeah.
And Joe was drinking, and that's what people who are funny that drink do. They don't see that as wrong in regular context of the world they've been around most of their lives.
Right.
Especially with a little bit of celebrity. Right?
Yeah.
Right. You add that to it, it's like most of those guys in a room with some women making jokes and there's other women laughing and giggling are gonna be like, yeah. And so she was like, basically she was creeped out by the whole thing.
I just didn't like the timing of it.
I said the same thing.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Just
didn't like the timing of it.
It just looks like a scheme. I ain't saying it is.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't saying it is. I'm just saying.
Things have. I mean, if it's all raining at once and this happened, people have been trying to figure out, like, why did you just magically leave the podcast? And they say, there's no timetable on things like that for women to come out with things like that. But in that exact moment, while it's already raining.
Bro, it was not raining. It was literally a thunderstorm.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It was like
it was a thunderstorm.
It was like that was going on, and then she decided to run on the front porch and just throw a brick in the window and run away. Yeah. That's really what it came off as to me. It was like all this stuff is happening to Joe. You looking sillier and sillier and crazier every day, and then all of a sudden this woman just shows up and is like, Joe was drunk at the show and just ran up on me and was like, yeah, girl, I want to put it in your ear. That's Simon for being freaky deaky nasty. And next thing she knows, she was like, Joe shook my hand and did the shimmy, and I was like creeped out. My friends egged it on, and then he gave me the creepy hug. in my mind, I'm like, all men's hugs are creepy, right? Like inherently, if they're not kids, they're creepy. That's why girls give you the old people hug where you lean your whole body out and you just use your arms.
Yeah.
That hug. You know that hug is reserved for you're slightly creepy. That's the hug you get.
Yeah.
Then you get they don't think you're a dangerous hug, and that's a regular hug. Hey.
Yeah.
If they like you, they give you a sexy hug. That's why they put their legs on your legs. Yeah. When you hug.
Yeah. It was I watched the podcast that they said that he was the hug was a little, out of control. But the conversation was like how you would talk to your homegirls. It was like a
little bit with your hair back, but not.
Yeah, like it was some
flirty.
It was some flirty,
but it wasn't this because there's a difference with men where men know other men are being creepy.
Yeah.
Did it feel like he was doing this? Hey, baby, come here, girl.
No.
No.
Because he was doing the flirty thing with all three of them, but I would say
she was getting it the most.
No, I feel like she wasn't on that level with Joe like the other two were. So you got to know who you can do that with. It was one of those. You got to know
your crowd.
Yeah. You got to know who you're doing that with. Like, yeah, you're talking to the three women, and two of them may catch what you're throwing and know where it's coming from, but that third woman is like, what is this nigga on? Like,
he's creepy. Yeah,
he's creepy. Like, so then she takes it as he was being creepy, but the other two girls like, that's just Joe.
He tripping, girl. That's what he do.
Yeah, that's just Joe.
That's what he do.
Yeah, that's what he do.
Okay, I'm just asking questions.
Yeah,
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, that's the vibe it kind of came off. And the two girls are still running the podcast without her, and that's what they've been trying to, get across to people. It's just that was just Joe. Joe does that with us all the time, but it wasn't over the edge. Like he's it wasn't
come here, girl.
Yeah, come here, girl.
Ooh, girl, I'll stop you with biscuits.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. Nah.
Delicious.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't that. But it was some flirty in there.
I mean, let's be honest. Men in a room with girls that are 7+ or better.
They're drunk. He's drunk.
Oh, I'm talking my shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it 100 with you.
Yeah.
I'm talking my shit.
Yeah. And I am the owner of this network.
Right. I'm the boss.
Yeah.
I'm signing the checks over here. Oh yeah. Yeah. Unless I have like a public girlfriend, everybody knows,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm married, somewhere it looks bad on me to be flirting with y'all.
Yeah.
I'm flirting with y'all.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And then dudes that are like me, that are people who are naturally flirty because you're jokey. Yeah. And a lot of people take jokey as flirty.
Yeah.
So if you're jokey like that with everybody. Yeah. You don't turn that off. That is who you are. It's like being a dirtbag. Yeah. I know you're going to be like, I know you know.
Yeah. You see my face like...
Because you always looking at me like, you're the devil.
In my eyes.
In my view... You wake up in the morning and start putting on paint because your ass is red for real. You're evil. You say some mean stuff. And I'll be like, I'll be straightforward. That's not the same.
Yeah, Joe's just a damn dirtbag. That's all it is.
I love Joe though. That's why I love Joe, man. Because Joe say real shit and it just be real shit.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't give a fuck.
At least when Joe does fuck up, I'll give Joe this. When Joe fucks it up, because he's known to do it. When Joe fucks it up. Mm-hmm. When Joe finally comes to you to apologize, you can feel the apology because you know he finally has realized that he fucked it up.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it funny.
Yeah, he never is in denial about
fucking it up.
Yeah.
And that's
he
why
is never in denial.
And that's why I love Joe.
Yeah, he's never in denial about that. That's why I will continue to watch his podcast. So I will continue to watch the podcast. I do not care.
I told you, Joe's the antagonist. That's why people show up to the show.
Yeah. I'm going to watch Rory and Maul and stuff too.
You told me you were going to keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Well, they just dropped the trailer video today, and that shit was fucking hilarious. It was like it's like a banter style trailer.
Oh, this shit we're doing here?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
So that's your opinion.
Yeah.
All right. So let's have a grown man part of the show.
Okay.
It's the grown man part.
Okay.
So your boy was in the news. You know, I done talked about him already. Your boy, Kwame Brown.
Why you gotta be my boy?
You the basketball guy. You the basketball guy.
Let me not talk before I be on Kwame's hit list.
Man, but Kwame come for you and be like,
my mama cooking.
My mama cooking. We gonna let you know.
I'm straight.
Kwame be making the seasoning, but for all the dudes that smoke weed, they be like, Kwame, you look like you're breaking down. That's what you look like you're doing. You look like you're breaking down weed. You're putting it in the blunt. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Every time you do that, that's what we thinking. We looking at the house like, is Kwame rolling up?
Yeah.
Talking about my mama cooking. So Kwame been out here cooking. Yeah. Kwame been cooking. So Kwame's list of people that's caught the heat.
Yeah.
Man, and the list goes on. Stephen A. Jackson. Jamil Hill. Steven Jackson. And now, Dr. Boyce Watkins. I mean, I don't know really where to go with it.
I don't blame him. And he made me, as a sports fan, see him in a different light. Growing up, Kwame Brown was the banter of all buzz jokes.
But that's the reason why it was bold business. I always looked at Kwame Brown from the viewpoint of that for all the dark-skinned black dudes in the world,
yeah,
you have been the butt of jokes when there's no one else to have jokes about. So you just walk in a room and then somebody start making dark jokes.
Yeah.
Man, you're the bitch of Tootsie Roll.
That's facts.
If you close your eyes and stand in the corner, you're going to disappear. Yeah. Don't take your clothes off at nighttime. We ain't going to find you. All them jokes.
Yeah.
All them jokes you get, right?
Yeah.
So I always took it like that's what people did to Kwame.
Yeah.
Based on he was a number one draft pick. But I also have enough common sense to be like, if you look at the history of number one draft picks and people in the top three, like let's make it a better way to get people some perspective.
Yes.
Thank you. That when you look at that, you go, hey man, there was a lot of people that was trash. Straight garbage.
Yeah.
Especially in comparison to the people they were picked around.
Yeah.
I'm going to say his name. Durko Milovic.
Yeah.
Durko Milovic.
Yeah.
And I'm not by no means hating on him, but I'm saying if I had to pick between him and Kwame Brown,
yeah,
give me Kwame every single day of the week.
That's facts.
Every single day of the week.
Yeah.
And Kwame, I felt like was in a bad situation, so he got painted as the version of the bust.
He was in the spotlight.
But he was the person that people talk about from the NBA as if he was the worst bust.
Only because he was in the spotlight. Like he played with MJ, people seen him a lot, and then he played with Kobe, so people seen him a lot. So they were like, okay, we're going to use him because we keep seeing him.
But
even though there were worse players,
but he wasn't trash. Kwame wasn't trash. If you look at how Kwame was used, there was no way Kwame was going to be a star because Kwame wasn't used from the point of view of being a star. Here's what happens with most NBA players when they're a star, right? Mm-hmm. Most stars are either A, you rise from how you're put in the roster, and you rise from that moment that people say, oh, he got talent, and they keep playing you until you wind up in a starting position. And then people look at your numbers and say, okay, yep, he's good. And then if you start being a man, people treat you as such. Or there's players when you're a rookie, you come in, you go to a team that's straight garbage,
right? And
you get to be the man off jump. They're gonna throw you the ball, you're gonna get your touches, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Right? And then they start to put pieces around you. So they say if he can get a cast of characters, he'll be good. Yeah. So let's say you the magic number guy. You're a 10 and 10 guy, right?
Right.
If you can pull a 10 and 10 in your rookie year, especially as a big man, people gonna be like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
He got some potential.
He got potential.
Yep.
But for Kwame, you were put in a position where you never was going to get that shot.
That's
and
facts.
then you kept being sent to teams that had pieces of the puzzle where you weren't going to get the right amount of play for people to know that you could do your thing.
That's
Even
facts.
when he came to Detroit,
Yeah.
he wasn't getting the type of tick.
Yeah.
Because he was always sitting behind somebody who had already put their time, merit, and work in that unless Kwame got the minutes to prove he could, they had already looked better. And that was always going to be against Kwame. And it had nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
And so that's why I always felt like when people call him a bust, I'd be mad. I'd be like, out of all the busts in the world, y'all always trying to shit on Kwame? That's y'all do? Like,
I only say that I feel like people only do that because we've seen him so much.
Right. And so
that's what I'm, but yeah, I don't believe.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't.
You were
what
like,
you said is very true.
Like
he was never put into a position to be that guy like a LeBron. Like LeBron came into a garbage team, they gave LeBron the reins. Here you go.
Run with it.
When Kwame came in, they had MJ. MJ was still trying to live off his last little glory years.
But
So
even
if you're
when
coming in with people that is somebody that is considered the GOAT, he is the number one on the team, and he's the general manager, you're in a bad position because you're not given that reins like a regular number one pick would be.
Right.
So then right after that, you go to basically his clone, Kobe Bryant. So now you go there and you're still not able to be given the reins like a number one pick should be. After, that's what, 6 years?
Right.
5-6 years?
And then people...
You're done.
Right. And then people try to make it into...
Yeah.
Oh, well, Kwame. No, bro. Like, Kwame has never been on a team that could beat Kwame's team, or the person who was the number one guy was a pass first guy to begin with.
Right.
He was looking for a score.
Right.
So you could be a Rondo, but they were firing in between. And he didn't get to play with any of those type of players.
That's true.
So it just makes it where...
Until it was already too late for his skills to develop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then it just became one of them things where it's like, you're good at these things, but no one wants to play you because there's someone else that has a broader skill set.
Yeah. I just say, like, if somebody that played 13, looking at it now, like somebody that played 13, 14 years in the NBA.
Not a bust.
How the hell is that a bust?
Not a.
Like,
that's the whole reason why.
Yeah, like I never really, like when I used to make, Kwame Brown jokes, I never really thought of it like that. Like, this dude played 14 years in the NBA. You know how many basketball players there are in the world trying to get just to the development league?
Not a bust.
You played 10 plus. Most NBA careers only last 8 years.
I mean, look.
You played more than 10.
Look.
You have to be doing something right for teams to keep picking you up.
Because Kwame had the skill set to be dope.
Yeah.
But no one gave him the pill. If you never get the pill, you never gonna do nothing. Yeah. That's what it is. You just not gonna do nothing. It don't matter who you was. Because I can name a bunch of dudes that they were nice, but they didn't have the ball.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Teams didn't utilize them to be the man. There was someone in the way. And that's what happened with Kwame, and that's why it is totally unfair.
Yeah.
That you do him like that. It's just bold business.
Yeah, some people, I don't know how the analysts and even players that's around your age don't see that. Like, I'm young. So when Kwame was playing, I was in elementary school, middle school.
You want the truth? Or you want me to give you my politically correct because we on a podcast?
The truth.
The truth is because the average person isn't looking that deep into the situation. They're not paying attention to the variables.
You know what I'm saying? Even as
and
that's the average person. I'm talking about a commentator,
but
like a Stephen A. Smith.
All right.
Like a Steven Jackson.
Because
Matt Barnes. Why don't y'all know that?
Okay, well, here's mine with why Stephen A. doesn't know that. Stephen A. doesn't know that because Stephen A. has already admitted that what Stephen A. does is Stephen A. goes and talks to the top professional people who are supposed to know. So he's going to the legends, your all-stars, your guys that were been watching the game from the super point of view, meaning like your Pat Rileys, those kind of people.
Right.
He wants to go and talk to them, and then he'll get their analogy. So what he does is take their information, he quantifies it, makes it really small, just And then he gives it to us, and then he puts an exclamation point on it. And then, so for his point of view, he's like, well, if Michael Jordan, if Kobe Bryant, if Pat Riley say, oh yeah, Kwame is nice, but his footwork ain't where it should be. Kwame should be doing more things with his footwork. That's why he had this problem here. If you look at the tape, Then Michael Jordan say, well, oh yeah, Kwame was good at backing cats down. He had him in the low block, working them, but he ain't got big hands. So then when you throw it to him, you got to throw it to him in a particular spot so he can get it, so he can go to work. That throw people game off, right? Then the next person give an eyeball critique. Right. So then what Stephen A. gonna do is take all them eyeball critiques and then say, he just ain't got what it is, the snuff to make it. This is why he a bust. And then he say that to us,
right,
the average person, and then we believe it based on how he said it.
Right.
In comparison,
and then we look at the stats and it's like, oh, it must be that.
Right. And then you look at the stats and you'd be like, oh, well, he got 6, 6, and 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess so. And then we mind our business. And so people like me who's looking at the situation being like, well, not like Kwame was a number 1 pick and then went to a squad that was trash and he was the man. He didn't get the brow treatment.
Not at all.
And so if he didn't get that treatment, then how do you expect him to be the guy you said he was?
Yeah.
Because he didn't have a chance to play with a team, get his own point guard, have plays set up for Kwame to do what Kwame does, and then he attach more things to the skill set. Yeah. So then he goes from the guy who can back you down to the guy who has a nice little hook shot, to the guy who back you down with a nice little hook shot, to the guy who can back you down with a nice little hook shot, and he got a turnaround.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Once you get to add in all the extra variables, that's what make motherfuckers great.
Right.
Right? So look at Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan's a prime example of you got put in a system where someone said, you're dope, that dude's dope, we gonna just get y'all the ball and watch what happens.
Yeah.
And Tim got to be dope.
Yeah.
And because he's fundamentally sound, he got a nickname, Big Fundamentals, because he do everything right.
Yeah.
So why couldn't Kwame do the exact same thing? Oh, my bad. Kwame had to come off the bench his whole career.
Yeah.
Kwame has never had people call the plays for Kwame when it meant something.
Nope. So
what are we talking about then? How Kwame a bust if you ain't giving Kwame the pill?
Yeah.
So that was my explanation on Stephen A. So let me ask you this. This is the question I want to ask you.
Okay.
Do you think he right for heating niggas up?
Yeah. He's been the butt of everybody's jokes for like 20 years.
So yes.
Yes. Okay. He has every right to.
I said that.
Because if I don't stop it, it'll continue.
Yes.
And y'all say one thing like Steven Jackson. Well, Steven Jackson.
Okay.
But you're preaching black men mental health.
And then you turn around.
But then you constantly add to somebody else's
psychological trauma.
Yes.
I said that.
You can't do that. Especially if you got a platform like that. Charlemagne.
Ooh.
Same way.
You cooking?
He is the mental health guru in this whole media space. Well, he preaches like he is.
And
he turns around and adds to somebody else's trauma.
Okay.
As a black man, I can't respect that.
I'm going to tell you yes and yes. For me, I already said what I was going to say about Charlemagne. Charlemagne was just bold business because you brought up information that didn't have anything to do with anything to try to paint a picture that he was violent. That was bold business, just like Jamel Hill turned it into violence and then was like, well, I didn't mean it like, no, I am not trying to hear your
politically like correct. You didn't have to say anything.
I'm fine with you talking. Like, here's mine. This is why I was mad at people who was mad at Dr. Boyce Watkins and what he was saying. I'm looking at them like...
I'm not sure what he said.
So. Well, he was just basically like, hey, Kwame, watch what you say and watch how you saying shit because motherfuckers will put you off of YouTube. And people was like, well, y'all could have had this as a private conversation. It was a public conversation because you made it public. You have put up a YouTube channel. Bro, you get to be part of the conversation. And if people are talking about current affairs, if you have people that do what me and you do, if they're going to do what O'Shea Duke Jackson do, if they're going to do what Kevin Samuels do, all those people would bring up some current stuff within their conversation.
Right.
Even if they're not trying, even though most of them are not trying to poop on someone else.
Right.
That's not what they're doing.
Okay,
right?
yeah, I definitely understand.
So that's not a fair critique of Dr. Boyce because you want to champion Kwame, and that was the reason why I was like, I don't see the issue, bro.
No, I don't have to.
You're on a public platform now.
I'm on a public platform.
You're talking to people.
I'm just talking how you are talking.
Exactly.
But I'm just telling you while I'm talking, hey, maybe you should just watch what you say on YouTube.
Yes, because guess what?
Yeah.
That's not just good for Kwame.
Yeah.
That's good for everybody else. That's why it's a good public platform to use. Yeah. We're supposed to be learning something, right? Yeah. So therefore, we can't be on our platforms showing our asses.
Right.
So, hey, bro, you might want to tone it down just a smidgen. Just a little teeny bit. We like you cooking though.
Yeah.
Please don't stop cooking. We enjoy mama's cooking.
Yeah. We are rational people. Like we listen to that and see how it really was taken. Kwame might have heard that and thought he was dissing him.
Right. Like, I think he did. And then like the people who was his fan was like, well, Dr. Boyce just leeching, or he should have kept this quiet. He should have came to himself. Oh yeah, Kwame gonna heat up everybody. And I was like, I told one of my friends today, I said, the problem with this scenario with Kwame is this. We can all champion someone who has been wronged and understand the situation and want to have their back. I said, but sooner or later, right? You run into a verbal bulldog like you run into a person that'll knock you out, or you run into a person that'll shoot you, or you'll run into, everyone runs into the one person that's like, I'm not buying none of that. You got it on with them, but I ain't them. And I'm like, I don't want Kwame to be, they'll run up on the wrong person verbally, and they come back and be like, I'll shut all this down. You don't even understand. As my homegirl say, I knock all this shit over. You dig? So I'm like, I don't know, Kwame. I'm just saying, I ain't saying the boogeyman coming for you, but I'm saying, just because you knock out 4 people don't mean you gonna knock out 5.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like it's a pick your battles thing.
And that's my question.
It's a pick your battles thing.
You know what I'm saying? Because
not everybody you could talk to like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
definitely pick your battles.
I was tripping, like I was like, well, damn, y'all wanted to flambe Charlemagne now, but we've already had this information.
Too many times Charlemagne could have been canceled.
Like you weren't trying. Let's be honest, y'all not trying to cancel the Breakfast Club.
I ain't fucked the Breakfast Club ever since him and Joe got to that shit. When him and Joe got into it, I stopped fucking with Charlemagne for real, because I'm like, Charlotte, you are weird as hell. Like, why is you using your public platform to discriminate? I mean, not discriminate, but disown this black man and everything that his podcast is going through.
Based off you?
Yeah, in the time that they're going through it. Like, you supposed to be his mans, but you on your public platform saying, oh, I knew this was finna happen. I seen it coming. Da-da-da-da-da. Joe this, Roy this, Ma that. Look, like, why are you on that, bro? Like, you don't even have to say anything about it at all.
You already, but look, here's the problem. Like I said before, because you're public, that's why people say what they say. Mine is this: why did you use that energy to be negative?
Yeah,
like even if you're going to critique, everybody gets the right to critique you once you do public shit.
Right.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
The bigger problem with the whole thing is, don't be the person, right? Don't be that person who now you sensitive.
Yeah.
Because you being critiqued. You and your feelings because you get
Charlemagne want to apologize to Kwame. And this, but ain't, he said he ain't apologizing to my nigga Joe. Like, he shit on Joe for the Spotify deal. Talking about Joe asked for $100 million. Joe was out of his mind. Every time it starts to rain on Joe, he's adding to it. But when Joe became the creator equity of Patreon,
right,
Charlemagne ain't saying nothing about that.
Right. Because
they're battling each other. Basically,
I mean, you
Joe is trying to go independent, but Charlemagne is steady working for corporations, and he thinks Joe is doing it the wrong way, and Joe is like, dude, you don't get to tell me how I'm doing it, because first of all, I'm doing it better than you are the way I'm doing it. I'm getting paid more than you are the way I'm doing it. So how do you think you can tell me I'm doing it the wrong way? I don't need to hear from you when it's raining.
You make a good point. You make a good point. I'm gonna leave you alone. You make a good point. Let me slide into. You know how we do, Ron. We got to slide into some commercials. Real fast today. Real fast on the commercials.
For sure.
Stock the bar vodka made right here in Michigan, distilled from Michigan red winter wheat. The red winter wheat provides this drink with one of the smoothest flavors known to man. Stock the bar vodka, premium quality. Our motto is smooth taste with a purpose. And now, the official sponsor of Shots Fired Podcast. Stock the bar vodka. Pour up a glass. Drink with a purpose.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired Podcast popping.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
Yo! So, as I get rid of my guest, you know what I'm saying, had to put that dude up out of here fast, not slow. So since I done got rid of my guest, I just wanted to turn to the ladies and be like, so ladies, I heard you like my sexy voice. And I also heard that you really want to get my advice from my point of view on some lover. So, you know, I was like, really, ladies? That's what you want? Want me to get my key sweatness on? So I was like, I'll give you what you need. Yeah, I definitely give you what you need. So, if you like this, then I'll definitely do a show for y'all. We'll make it sexy, I guarantee. All right, I'm done being sexy though. I can't do that longer than like 30 minutes. I do that too long. Next thing you know, Keith Sweat be in the background. I'm trying to tell you.
This is the Quiet Storm, baby.
Hey.
Next, we have a sweet songs of Anita Baker. And then
See, you ain't got it. I got to teach you how to get it. I got to teach you how to get it.
I ain't got the Quiet Storm voice.
Yeah, you got to teach you how to
I ain't
get
got
it.
the Quiet Storm voice yet.
Hey, I've been working on that voice my whole life. I have a voice for every bogus activity and thing there is. I had to explain to a person. They was like, do you got a real speaking voice? I was like, no. It was like, really? I was like, I said, no, because I make fun of everybody else's voice, so I don't have a real voice. They was like, what you mean? I was like, well, you know, I get my gangster Willie voice on real fast on you there, girl. She was like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? I was like, hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, I don't got a real voice. I was like, when I get excited, my voice goes up depending on where I'm at. Facts. I said, and don't let me be like mad, because then I sound like angry old black man. Is this motherfucker here really think he talking to me like that? I swear to God, I kill him. Like, where did that voice come from? like, where did that come from? That's not my real voice. I have to, like, my internal voice doesn't even sound like this. That's how I know. And I know everybody has a brain voice, like the voice you hear in your head when you're talking to yourself. Definitely. That voice don't sound like this.
You be trying to make it sound like it sounds in your head. And you be like, damn, no, don't sound like that. Sound like this, nigga.
Yeah. You have to coach that voice. That voice always is perfect.
Facts.
Not in real life. That don't sound like any of that.
That's fine.
So, bro, got to talk to you about some current affairs, some bogus shit. But I want to ask you my Superman question, right?
Okay.
Now, this is a bogus Superman question, though.
Okay.
This ain't your atypical Superman question.
Okay.
I got a little bogus Superman question I had kind of came up in my mind, right?
Okay.
So
you just thought about it just now?
No. I have been plotting on this question for a minute, right? So the reason I bring up Superman is because there's been a lot of talk in the media recently that we were going to get a black Superman. There were even people talking about Michael B. Jordan, so on and so forth. I gave my opinion on why I thought that was bold business.
Yeah,
I think
definitely is.
I think that we have enough comics out there in DC as a company that they could pull out black characters that they could use.
Facts.
I think you would have been way more interesting if you told the Steel story based on the sidebar of Superman's death. I thought that would have been a dope idea to sneak him in there as a black superhero and to have your own Iron Man, because that's what he is. It's like a black Iron Man. I thought that would have been a nice little side movie, but I digress.
Got Static Shock?
No Static Shock, no Icon.
I mean, they doing Black Adam.
I mean, but he's like technically like he's supposed to be like African, like, but more Egyptian in looking.
Oh, that's why they got The Rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because in the comic books, a lot of time he's bronze looking.
Okay.
And his hair is slicked back. It's not curly. It's not the kind of straight like
it's like Billy D.
Yeah. It's not European looking.
Yeah.
Right? So he's supposed to be like for those of us watching like more like Egyptian to Arabic in features and looks than actual African Americans or African, but definitely 100% not Caucasian.
Gotcha.
As a character. And so I was like, yeah, The Rock is the perfect person. That's who you go get.
Yeah.
Mr. Ambiguous.
Yeah, he's in everything.
He's in everything, but The Rock doesn't have a race.
Yeah.
Like The Rock can show up and be
That's
like,
facts.
You look like you could be a black guy. I'm not. South Korean. I just got big ass parents. And you be like, okay.
I can see it.
I can see it. My bad. You know what I'm saying? The Rock can be anything in any other race. All you gotta do, I'm black in. The Rock could be, I'm black in anything you could think of, and you'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see, yeah, I can
Black
see
and Chinese. Oh, yeah, I can definitely see
your
the
dad must
eyes.
been, your dad must have been a weightlifter. Had to be. I mean, shit, bro. You don't make houses as sturdy as you are, sir. What the hell? It's a big boy, but they could do more. So my bogus Superman question is this, right? We know we getting a black Superman. Would you be mad if they gave us modern day hood Superman? Like
modern day hood Superman.
Yes, like modern day hood Superman. So like if we got like a Hancock movie, but more based in hood than drunk. Like Hancock was a lot of drunk, but he wasn't like overly black. Like he wasn't like stereotypical in any shape, form, or fashion. Right. I'm not saying stereotypical, but I'm saying like someone stole all the funny parts of Black America right now in today's time. So Superman showed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no super suit on.
No. That sounds like some Wayne's brother shit. No.
You think Marlon would be doing
that shit.
You would hate that?
Yes, because that's what I was like. I feel like the only people that could do some shit like that is the Wayne's brothers, like on some scary movie type shit.
I'm just here to let you know that's what Warner Brothers about to do.
No,
I'm trying to tell you now. I put money.
They're not listening to the people. The people are like, no, we don't want a black Superman.
No, they don't care what we're talking.
We are okay with Superman being white.
Okay? I don't want a black
Clark
Superman
Kent
for any reason.
That is fine. Please just focus on the black characters you do have.
No, we're getting hood Superman.
Ugh.
That's what we're getting. We're getting hood Superman. You heard it here first. Shots fired with Simon Phoenix, guest starring Javon Dean. I'm telling you. You are
the only person I believe when you say this.
I'm trying to tell you. We going to get.
One, it's not even just about knowing the comics, but you know the comics. Two, you know the dirtbag in media.
Yes.
Like
I pay attention attention to the backstory stuff.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that I know Black America's not listening to, I listen to in entertainment for the big business news. So I'll be trying to figure out what they be doing.
See, and now thinking about it, that you say that, because black people are like, no, we don't want a black Superman. We don't want a black Clark Kent. So they're going to make the stereotypical Superman to make it watchable for us.
He gonna be, I'm trying to tell you, man. He gonna be.
Hey, maybe they'll like it if we do it like.
He's gonna
like
be. He's gonna be super hood. It's gonna be a scene with fried chicken and greens, some macaroni and cheese. He gonna be at his
back to his mama's house.
He gonna be at his mama's house requesting hot water cornbread. Or they go
Granny's crib.
Hey, or he at Granny's house.
Yeah, Granny's crib.
Because he don't even live with his mama.
He don't know his daddy.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, the more I talk about Superman, the more this sounds like a black guy's life. Shame on me. Shame on me. I'm out here putting out stereotypes, but man, that sounds like somebody I know. I grew up with
Is he still a Kryptonian?
Yeah, they in the comic. Look, in the comics, they're supposed to have black Kryptonians. So it's just the one brother that made it here. I just want them to give him a real bogus black name. I want it to be, I want it to be like a '90s black name, like Devontae. I need that action. I mean, Warner Brothers, you want to do it so bad. Just go on. Just listen. Somebody at Warner Brothers, listen to this podcast, and then be like, "Hey, it's a random black guy with a podcast in Michigan. He got 13 fans, but he gave us the best plot we ever heard. We're gonna make a everyday black Superman.
That is crazy.
Named
now
Devontae.
that you say that shit, like you can really see it now. Because we're saying we don't want it. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you don't want it? well, maybe you want it if we do it like this.
We're going to put this hot sauce on it and y'all going to accept it. That's what y'all going to do. And y'all better show up like you did when you was screaming Wakanda forever. Or y'all can get nothing else from us. I'm just saying. It took the Whedon cut for Cyborg to even seem like he was a real person.
Some white characters we just like. I like the girl from Holly and Chloe. She's playing Ariel. And the mermaid. I like that. I like that because they're going to keep it original, but they're just having a black girl do it, which is beautiful. And the white people were sticking up for it. Like the white people at the company were like, y'all say y'all don't want a black Ariel. We don't give a fuck. White people.
Sorry, we're gonna give you.
We're gonna do this anyway.
We're gonna give you a black Ariel. We don't care how you feel.
We're gonna keep the story the same.
Wait. Pause. For all the angry black people, we don't like that level of appropriation. We don't like that either. And I'll be looking at everybody going, I totally understand. I
haven't seen too many black people push back on that.
I mean, but look,
it's mostly just white. White people like, oh my God.
I'm not, look, I look at white people and be like, I'm not mad. If I was white, I would stick up for my characters too. Hey, excuse me. This character has been white for 453 years. You're not going to make them Mexican just because you want to. Mexican have their own stories and superheroes and everything, and you're just over here stealing my guy.
I mean, shit has been happening in movies forever. Shit like they gave Tom Cruise The Last Samurai. Like,
I mean,
come on.
I mean, I'm just, you know, you sound like Paul Mooney right now.
Paul Mooney said that?
Yes, Paul Mooney literally said that in the stand-up.
I swear to God.
I swear to God, Paul Mooney has a whole thing where he's talking about white people stealing shit, and then he's like, you got Tom Cruise over here as The Last Samurai, and I literally was like, this is why I love him. He's my favorite black guy of all time. Damn near.
I gotta watch some of his stand-up because they say he was like,
Paul Mooney was
the writer for all the legends.
Yes, like, Paul Mooney is like, a legend.
Richard Pryor, Eddie.
Yes,
you know, I seen him a couple times on the Chappelle show.
I'm gonna tell you who else who got a mean pen. Keenan Ivan Wayans.
Oh yeah,
that guy.
Oh yeah,
that guy pen is lethal
and everything.
Lethal
comedy, movies.
Yes, he gets it in on the low.
Yeah,
in the background.
Yeah,
I'm still. I don't care what nobody say. Low Down Dirty Shame is a classic.
People push back on that?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Because some people
black?
Yes. Some people don't like the Wayans version of funny. Let's be honest. Everyone's not a Wayans as a family fan. Because I always say, like, as far as like Hollywood families go, the Wayans is probably one of the greatest Hollywood families we've ever seen. And definitely like top 3 black Hollywood families.
I don't see how people push back on that. Like they may be number 2.
Yeah, I would really put a strong argument up for number 1.
I feel like it's Jackson's than them.
I would concur.
Yeah, Jackson's.
And that's why I say I would still, if I had to pick the people I would want to argue for, I would argue for the Wayans.
Okay.
Based off the fact that I'm like, Keenan Ivory Wayans had a hit TV show, a hit movie. All of his siblings got on except for the girl, and everybody secretly knows why, and I'm not allowed to say it publicly.
Why the girl didn't get on?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know exactly.
We'll have to talk about that.
You don't know why?
No.
Just think about it in your head. Think about the Wayans as a family.
Okay.
And you get the pictures of all of them.
Right.
Now think of the one woman that's one of the siblings, and ask yourself the secondary question. Why didn't she blow? Okay. I know why. That's really dirtbaggy of me.
It is. We'll have to talk about that. We definitely have to talk about that.
Leslie Jones action. Same reason why she can't blow up.
Okay.
Because in reality, Leslie Jones should be Tiffany Haddish right now.
I mean, I feel like Tiffany Haddish just went down.
Yes.
From where she was like 2017, 18.
But I'm going to say
like
this.
She is.
But look, I'm going to say this though. Her secondary streams of income and everything else she does is spot on.
Oh yeah.
For her to do Kids Say the Darndest Thing, she is the perfect person for it.
Yeah.
That job was put in her lap, and that she could do that for the next 40 years.
Yeah.
And people will watch it. She's hilarious with little kids, and little kids are always bogus.
Yeah.
They're the funniest people on earth just because they're them.
Yeah.
It's a free cash show for her.
That's true.
But the other thing she does, she's good at. I'm not mad at her. But if you look at Leslie Jones and you're asking the same question, most people don't want to be honest about it. Why can't she get on? And it's about beauty standards in America and what we think she looks like.
Yeah.
So people are like, she's funny because you doing but
Yeah.
just a little bit of you, just a little bit. Where a lot of people would say Tiffany Haddish is doing the exact same thing, but because she's cute, that's way more palatable.
Yeah.
Because when she's not doing that, she sounds like the girl that lives next door, the girl you want to hang out with. She's just funny enough. When she's not doing the black girl shit,
Yeah.
she's just funny enough, right?
Right.
So, you know. All right. Anything else? Since we did our Superman, you got real bogus. That was my bogus question of the night, was Superman. But we got off into some other shit because it's me and you. Anything else that you can think of? Quick, fast, in a hurry. Did a good job tonight.
Juneteenth. June 19th. You know, we got a celebration going on at King Park.
Oh, yeah. The party. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Juneteenth. Got a basketball tournament going on at the courts.
Hey, how you get into the basketball tournament? How you do that? You know who throwing the basketball? Who run the basketball tournament part?
Yeah.
Where I put an application for my team. I got a team called Broke Knees. It's going to be me and 3 MILFs. We coming for cat.
3 MILFs?
Yeah, I got some MILFs. Any man that's over 40 knows exactly what I'm talking about. Grown women knees is shot. Just try to let you know. Certain things, they ain't going no more. But her jump shot is wet. That's what I'm having.
That's facts. I didn't
splash
I
cat's
dip
face
into
in.
a few Cougars pools. You know?
Oh my goodness, you can get us in trouble for that. Cougars pools? Oh my goodness.
Oh, they don't like to be called that.
I don't know what they want to be called at this point. I know. Yeah. We're living on the edge of society now. You don't never know what to call women. You just be like, that's why I say hello, ladies.
That's true.
I just hi, ladies.
That's true.
They don't get any joke names.
You might not be able to call them that next.
Right. Because if you do something else, then I'm like, I'm just gonna say call you what your mama call you. Hi, Talisha.
I don't even like my name.
Right. My name sound hood.
It's always gonna be something.
Anything else? But you gotta give me the information of how to get on the course. I'm for real. I know some teenagers that heard that you was having it, and they was like, "Oh, get in, I'll do that."
Okay. Inbox me, Javon Dean. I'm doing all registrations.
All right, so
inbox me on Facebook, Javon Dean. I am doing all registrations. It's $35 per player. You can do a 4th substitution if one. It's only 3-on-3 tournament, 2-on-2 3-point shootout. Like I said, on the 3-on-3, you can have a 4th substitute if you want to.
Okay.
$500 grand prize if you win.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Can I get the extras?
The extras of
the money.
This is not my event. I am just a promoter.
That's all right. I'll rob.
I am just a promoter, and I will be the MC.
Yeah, all my criminals meet me up there. We robbing them at the end.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Also, July 10th, we are having another party in the park. You know, a little barbecue at we just the Muley Park. It's way bigger.
Oh, we getting old school going to Muley Park?
Yeah, we're going to Muley Park. It's way 10 times bigger.
I already know how big Muley Park
is.
Yeah,
Wilcox Park wasn't as big as Muley, and I got it for half the price. So
shout out Muley Park.
Shout out Muley Park.
I'm robbing that party too.
Okay. I don't know.
Just letting it be known.
Yeah, we're gonna have food trucks, ice cream truck. I've decided I'm gonna be on the 1s and 2s.
Are you DJing?
I'm a DJ because I'm gonna tell you why I'm a DJ
after this show. Because he's broken, he's cheap. Shout out to DJ Ill1, DJ Blaze.
It's actually more expensive to do it myself because I don't have any.
I know.
Yeah, so I have to get that.
I know.
I have to rent that. So that's more expensive than paying somebody to DJ. But I've been going to events lately with some of these DJs you have told me about, and people are just like, nah, you should just do it.
Youth?
No.
Oh, okay, interesting. I ain't going no further than that because I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so we will talk about it.
I don't want no parts.
Yeah.
I don't want no parts. Ain't nobody gonna be in my inbox talking about what? They cats is hating on my DJ. I'm shooting everybody.
Yeah, so
Anything else? You good?
I'm good.
You got all your information?
I'm good.
All right. Sounds like a plan then. Yo, this has been Simon Phoenix. Shots fired. Shout out to my special guest, Javon Dean.
Yes, sir.
And
hope to be back soon.
Yeah, you already know. He's always welcome. And just because I like shenanigans and jokes and stuff,
we're gonna start a show soon.
You ready?
Me and you, I am ready whenever you ready.
Oh, well, y'all already know then. So we just gonna make him a permanent fixture on the show. We'll work out the details. Y'all let me know if that's all right with y'all. And I don't really care about him no more. Hey, ladies, I just want y'all to remember, right? The Lover Man show will be coming out soon. Gonna get real sexy for y'all, because I know that's what you've been looking for. Holla at your boy.